Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Raila Amolo Odinga has given his view as far as the issue of GMO is concerned. And of course, Raila is calling for resist against the importation or consumption of GMO foods in this country, whether it's the seed or the food itself. Remember, this government wants to import the GMO maize from US to this country. But Raila Amolo Odinga's position is no and resist. He has given several reasons, and of course we are going to look into that. I had premiered the whole video here when Raila Amolo Odinga was giving his press briefing, but we just want to break down on the issues that he was talking about. But before we go into that side, I just want to look on the latest position of Miguna, a man who has been supporting William Ruto. But of late, if you look on what he's sharing, his view, actually, it is contradicting the government. But seemingly, Miguna is speaking the same language with Raila Amolo Odinga. And he is against the GMO. Is giving his views, and his views is same as what Raila Amolo Odinga is talking about. This is what Miguna said. I say a firm no to the mad rush to import GMO maize and other foods to Kenya. I believe that is irresponsible and amount to recklessness on the part of the Kenya Kwanza government. Such national policy shift should be preceded by wide national consultations and debates. Remember, Miguna tweet came after the CS for Industrial, Moses Kuria, came out clear to say that we have so many things that are making Kenyans to die. So adding GMO to that is not a big deal. That was Moses Kuria's statement. In other words, Moses Kuria was telling Kenyans GMO is here to stay. And of course we analyze that. So Miguna was reacting to that. This is the second tweet he did, and of course it was a response to a Kenyan who had commented on the post he did first. This is what he said. There are millions of tons of non-GMO food, including maize, all over the world. If the government publicly sought donation from non-GMO food producing countries, we would have received more than enough donations. Leave alone importation by cartels. Let's love ourselves. Again, just still also in response to another comment, this is what he said. Hard-working Kenyans farmers grow nutritious organic maize. They deserve our support. Craving GMO ugali is both an patriotic and economic sabotage to our farmers. GMO seeds will kill Kenyan farmers and their livelihood in 5 years. Liberate your mind. This one was a response to a Kenyan who was saying that he's craving for GMO ugali because he has been used to other product from the GMO. So that is Miguna for you. He has talked about sabotaging a Kenyan farmer, and of course he has talked about the organic food we have had. And being patriotic means supporting your own and believing in yourself. That is Miguna for you. Now, going to Raila Amolo Odinga, Raila has told Kenyans to resist the GMO food. I will put a link so that you can watch the video. And number one, he is citing that there was a wide national consultation and debate on GMO importation in this country. Actually, up to now, we have not seen public participation if they should introduce GMO food in this country. I'm saying this because this is part of our constitution. Once you want to do something, you need to involve the public. You get their view before you go forward to implement such things. So Raila is calling for that. Let there be a debate. Let there be a public participation so that you can also take the views from Kenyans. Listen to the farmers. Listen to the consumer. And then take an action. Are people ready for GMO food? What about the farmer who is planting the maize? Do they have something in the store? Or what is their future? That is what Raila Odinga is calling for. Number two, he talked about GMO food importation being a strategy by cartels to earn money. For those who remember, for Mia's sugar to fail, for Mia's sugar to collapse, there were cartels who opened the importation of sugar into this country. Someone in the government opened a window for importation of sugar, and that alone was enough to kill Mia's sugar, Zoya sugar, Sony sugar, and all those factories that was processing sugar. That is how they killed the sugarcane farmer in Western and the Nyanza region. So these are a cartel business. Now they are here. They are looking for business for importation. And what do you do? You deal with the farmers on the ground. Kill them. So that now cartel will have a chance to import this maize and run their business. So it is going to be a group of people who will be involved into this industry of importing GMO food. So you are opening market for a few. And according to him, this is economic sabotage to the farmer in this country. The other day, I saw farmers in Trans Nzoia crying. They said we have some people who are dying in Turkana from hunger. Why can't the government buy our food? They have maize in the store. It is rotten. Why can't the government buy that maize and give to those people who are dying? In fact, even they say, even if the government does not need to buy, if they think they cannot buy, sorry for that, then why can't the government just go and take the food from them and take it to Turkana? They were even willing to give free of charge. That is how this government wants to sabotage the farmer. Already they have something in the store, but you want to bring food from outside. Number two, we are almost approaching the harvesting season. And the government is planning to import the GMO food. The question is, what is the position of the farmer who used a very expensive way of production? You talk about fertilizer, it was expensive. Right now, to have someone to help you in tilling the land, planting, weeding, harvesting, it is expensive. So at the end of the day, why do you want to kill this farmer? Raila is coming in to defend the Rift Valley farmers. There are the many people who are into maize plantation or maize farming. What is their role here? If you are going to import maize from outside, where do you want them to sell? And why are you leaving a good product from Kenya, then you go and import another product from outside? It means you are totally sabotaging the Kenyan farmer. People you refer to as hustlers during the campaign. So Kenyans are going to remain poor. Those who are involving themselves in farming. Again, Raila has talked about the issue of the GMO seed. Because now they want to introduce the seed in this country. And of course, they have their own fertilizers. It means, according to him, once you buy that seed and you plant it, they give you fertilizer, you use it. It means in that same land, there's no any other crop that will do there without using a GMO seed and their fertilizer. So you see, that's another trap. If what Raila Odinga is saying is something to go by, I'm telling you, there's going to be a monopoly in this country of GMO. They are going to remain the only people to decide what crop you should plant. And they are going to be the only beneficiary. People are here in business. They want to sell this seed. They want to sell the fertilizer. They want to dictate what you should plant, when you should plant, and how you should plant. Because once you try another product on that land, after removing that seed, it will not do. The chemicals and the fertilizers that they are put in that soil is going to react with the soil, and then the soil will demand to plant the same kind of seed, and then you use the same fertilizer. That is what Raila Odinga is saying here. So it means totally, for those people who had already embraced the issue of organic, and by the way, even now in most villages here, I mean, I naongea kuhusu Western now, where I am. In most villages around, people are simply using compost manure. You just prepare, let it, we call it organic, eh? Yeah, let it just rot, ama hiyo process ifanyike. Wale watu wa agriculture wanaelewa vizuri, mimi sielewi. But I also do it. So mwache mbolea ifanya nini, rot, then you have it. You simply just take to your garden and plant your maize. Hiyo ndio organic. That is what people are doing here because they are poor, they cannot afford hizo hata fertilizers zao hizo. Some people will buy a little fertilizer, they mix with this one. Na crops zinafanya vizuri. Now, it means once you go for this GMO seed and fertilizer, no crop will do without the GMO fertilizer and the GMO seed. So it means you have killed your land totally. So Raila is giving a warning here. Another thing is talking about labeling of the GMO product in the market. The government has not come out clear to explain on how they will do the labeling. Because now, the consumer should be protected, just like what happened in USA. Label the product that this is GMO product and this is organic product, so that the consumer will buy with the full knowledge that he is buying GMO or the organic one. The government has not come out to explain that. Again, if you take this seed to the village there, these people, once they harvest their maize, they simply take it to the market. There is no labeling. You cannot manage that. So even the consumer is not protected to understand what they are going to buy in the market. That is another problem. Now, according to Raila Odinga, and of course this is true, the people who approved the issue of GMO food in this country, it was the outgoing cabinet. According to Raila, this cabinet had no power to make a magnanimous decision like that one of allowing GMO food into this country. But Ruto used that cabinet to pass that decision. So according to him, it is wrong, it is illegal, it is unacceptable, and therefore Kenyans should reject and defeat this movement. The monopoly of GMO should be rejected, and Raila is calling Kenyans to come out in their numbers to say no to GMO product. It is you to make a decision. Thank you.